Okay, so let's dive into a really transformative idea from Alina Chamberlain's She Who Awakens. We're going to learn how to turn our everyday, kind of mundane actions into a source of deep pleasure and energy. And forget typical exercise routines. This is all about translating a state of inner relaxation into every single move you make, turning life itself into a dance.
Wow, what a powerful idea, right? This quote just gets right to the heart of what we're aiming for today. See, this isn't about finding some quiet moment and then clinging to it for dear life. No, it's about learning to carry that flowing, vibrant energy with you all day long. It's about becoming the river, not just a calm little pond.
So let's get real for a second. What's the core problem we're trying to solve here? Well, so often we move through life on total autopilot, don't we? Our movements become mechanical, rushed, and we're not even conscious of them. The goal today is to reclaim our movement, to transform it from some mindless task into a conscious, beautiful dance.
And this slide just nails the difference we're aiming for. On one side, you've got that mechanical state, all tension, all rush, just focused on the goal. But on the other side, that's where the magic is. We're talking softness, being present, and focusing on the pleasure of the journey itself. This is the why behind every single practice we're going to explore. It's the move from stress to grace.
Okay, so let's start right at our foundation, the way we walk. You know, a step isn't just a way to get from point A to point B. It can be a deep practice that actually feeds your entire system with energy. We're going to learn to treat the ground like a partner in a dance. What I love about this is just how simple it is. This is called the goddess walk. First, you bring all of your awareness, all of it, down into your feet. Really feel the contact with the ground. Next, as you step, feel that beautiful, sensual roll from your heel all the way to your toe. And finally, just slow down. Seriously, only 10% is enough to shift your entire state from getting somewhere to really savoring the journey of being right here, right now.
So here's a question to take with you. The next time you're just walking across a room, try the goddess walk and ask yourself, what changes? Do you feel more grounded, more stable? Maybe you notice your shoulders relaxing as your weight really settles into the earth. Just pay close attention to that internal shift. It's powerful.
So, how do we make this a habit? The book has this brilliant little trick, using a sensory anchor. And that anchor is the color red. So for the rest of today, every single time you see red, let it be a trigger, a little gentle reminder to pause and ask, am I rushing or am I enjoying my movement? Then just consciously take your next 3 steps with total awareness and grace.
All right, so we've grounded ourselves through our feet. Now let's add the next layer. We're going to sync our breath with our steps, which creates what the author calls an inner symphony of calm and power. And this simple act turns your walk into this really potent, dynamic meditation. And this practice is wonderfully straightforward. As you walk, you'll inhale through your nose for a count of 4 steps, and then you just exhale smoothly for the next 4 steps. Now, if 4 feels like a strain, no big deal, just adjust it down to 3. The goal is to find an effortless cycle where your breath and your legs are moving together as one single rhythmic unit.
I love this slide because it's really all you need to remember. 4 by 4. When your mind is racing with 1,000 thoughts, this simple rhythm is such a powerful anchor. It instantly brings your awareness out of all that chaotic mental chatter and back down into the wisdom of your body, creating this profound state of inner peace. And here's your next point of reflection. Try this for just 5 minutes. I'm serious. And notice what happens to your anxiety or that feeling of being mentally rushed. When you align your breath and your steps, you're literally sending a signal to your brain that says, hey, everything is okay. You're entering a state of flow, and the effect can be just incredibly profound. Okay, so our red anchor gets a new job. For the rest of the day, when you see red, let it be your respiration monitor. Check in immediately. Are you holding your breath? Is it all shallow and tight in your chest? It's amazing how often we hold our breath when we're stressed. Seeing red is your cue to take one deep, full belly breath and just fall back into that easy 4x4 rhythm. So, we've connected with the earth and our breath. Now, let's bring that flow into our upper body. I want you to think of your arms and your hands as extensions of your heart. You know, they can move with robotic rigidity, or they can move with an expressive, serpentine grace. Today, we are choosing grace. So, how do we practice this? Think hands like waves. As you go about your day, whether you're washing dishes or typing an email, I want you to imagine your arms and hands aren't rigid tools, but soft, fluid waves. Focus on making every movement more rounded and continuous. The goal here is to consciously replace those sharp, jerky, high-stress motions with fluidity. And this is where the magic really happens. Pick one chore you normally rush through. Folding laundry, wiping the counter, whatever it is. Now do it with the spirit of the dance. Infuse every single movement with this fluid, wave-like quality. How does it change your perception of the task? Where do you feel resistance, and where do you suddenly find some unexpected pleasure?
And finally, our red anchor becomes a tension detector. When you see red, just ask yourself, where are my shoulders? Are they creeping up toward your ears? Because they probably are. If so, just take a single breath and do a slow, luxurious roll. Up, back, and down. And just liberate your neck and throat. It's such a simple check-in that can release so much accumulated tension throughout the day.
Okay, let's bring it all together. This final section is all about integration. We're taking the goddess walk, the rhythmic breath, and the fluid hands, and we're weaving them into the very fabric of our daily life, transforming our existence into a seamless, flowing dance.
I absolutely love this concept, domestic ballet. It reframes everything. Suddenly, cleaning the kitchen isn't a life tax you have to pay. It becomes an act of devotion to yourself and your space. Your home becomes your stage, and every simple action is part of a beautiful, fluid performance.
And this slide just brings the complete practice together so beautifully. This is your daily dance. First, you ground with the goddess walk. Then, you sync your mind and body with rhythmic breath. And finally, you express yourself through every single task with fluid hands. It's a total shift from just doing to truly flowing.
You see, by mastering this internal flow, you're learning how to maintain your center and your softness even while being active in the world. And that prepares you to direct that energy outward. So, my final question to you is, after learning to inhabit your body with such grace, are you ready to explore the power of your creative voice?
You can find the electronic version of book She Who Awakens by Alina Chamberlain at wishforlove.org.